Hello sports fans, I'm Colonel Failure and you are watching Super Mega Baseball in the Electro Sports League. Bulldozer Power have pulled to a 7-6 record. We have a winning season, finally. Actually, I think we started with a winning, so I did. We have a final winning season, finally, and we're hoping to maintain that as we take on the Steggonauts today. Steggerson leading off as their big cheese batter. Fuegas is going to be our pitcher to get us underway, but he's in a terrible mood and he's not 100% fit. But I do want to kind of restore his confidence a little bit, so we'll give him a couple of innings and see how he gets on. Meanwhile, the rest of the team looks absolutely keen. Steve Morey is potentially due a substitution mode time effort here, but I'm tempted to keep him in for one more. No, actually, I'm going to rest him because we've only got a couple of games left in the season, so I'm going to bring Trace Attitude on and rest up Steve so that should we be able to make any kind of a playoff push, he'll be ready to do some pushing as well. Let's get to the ball game. Well, it's a beautiful evening here at Colonial Plaza. Is it Colonial Plaza we're playing at the stadium? Yes, I think it's the same stadium, and the Steggonauts have just rocked up and claimed it as their own, potentially. But there we go. No, we're at home. Okay, all right, fine. It's Colonial Stadium Plaza, whatever it is. Anyway, here's Jackson Real. How real is he? Well, we'll find out, won't we? Now, Fuegas with his first pitch, and it's a strike. Well, it's a good place to start there. He's certainly got a good range of pitches. Now, that's foul gov. You're not allowed to do those. No, you get issued a strike. And then one of these. No, that's no good either. Fuegas is on the money at the moment, but as Tintin Hollywood with the diving catch. Oh, that's a good way to start us off. Anyway, here's Toots Majestic. I bet he does. And let's see if he's got anything in his canyon of batting majesty. Well, so far, not much to talk about. Fuegas still warming up. That one's gone. Yeah, okay, right. So that's 2 strikes now. For those of you who like to count the strikes, that one's not so hot. Bam Bam with another one of her trademark futile dives gets nothing. Could be a fruitile drive, I suppose. Here's Chaz Contraband. He's only batting 180 for the season, but he does have a couple of home runs, which is nice for him. That's a bad pitch, but it's still a strike, so it's a good pitch. And that's another bad pitch. Come on, Fuegas. Bam Bam. That's out number 2 there. Let's chuck that one over there just to be on the safe side. Bam Bam with a quite casual pickup. Here is Steggerson with his shiny little face. Let's see what we've got. And that one's gone to Shamrock, who throws to second, and that's the side retired. Good, solid opening inning there. Cindy Vapid is first up. She's she's okay so far this season, and she'll be facing Chet Vacant, who's doing the pitching. Well, Cindy wastes absolutely no time. Typically, we try and wait a bit before going for it, but first pitch of the game, Cindy's knocked it out of the park. This is not what I was intending. Yeah, I know he looks pretty surprised. I'm pretty surprised. Everyone is quite surprised there. Anyway, here's interesting. Well, that caught me off guard. Is Bingo. He's having a great year, and well, hopefully it will continue today. Well, it's ball 2 for Bingo. He's just going to hang out here for a bit. No, he's not. And yes, that's enough to get Bingo on base. Excellent work. Well, Bulldozer Power wasting no time in playing reasonably well. Here's Bam Bam. 6 home runs for her this season, which is nice, but actually not as many as she had in the Bulldozer Power debut season. At this stage of, what are you doing, you silly thing? No. Shouldn't have swung at it, and then it's got caught, and that's out. No good that is. Here's Shamrock, 5.92 is his season average. That is remarkable stuff. He doesn't get maybe as much credit as he ought. Oh, well, never mind. He's got everybody out here, look. Yeah. All right. No, that serves me right for bigging him up, doesn't it? No, shouldn't have done that. Right, Mandy Starling is up next. No relation. Well, unless of course she is. In which case, a distant relative. That's not a great pitch there from Fuegas. His mood's a little happier than it was, but he still needs to put in a couple of decent innings here. A strikeout or two would do him the power of good. Vanessa's got that one. That's out number 1.
Now batting number 20, the second baseman.
It's Brad Adidas, or Adidas, for those of you who want to pronounce it incorrectly. And failures there. Unless he completely hoses it, that's another out. Good, out number 2. Fuegas there, managing to maintain his stamina while getting the side out. It's Bob Roquefort, who's he's a baseball player. That one's gone to Cindy. Scoops it up, chucks it to first, side retired. Good, second inning, nothing doing for the Steggonauts. Bulldozer Power leading 1-0 as they head in for their second series at the plate. And it's Veronica Hammock who's going to be leading us off. It's not Vanessa, it's flipping Veronica. Why do I keep getting her name wrong? Why do both these names stick in my head so clearly, and yet I can't recall which is the correct one? Veronica Hammock. Well, she's swinging at a load of rubbish, and the results are a load of rubbish. That's going to get caught. Yet to have her eye in. Veronica there having a quick sit down. Here's failure in his designated clean-up position, although there isn't anything to clean up at the moment, so if he can achieve anything at all, that would be nice. But he can't, so he won't. Failure there, run out to first. Here's Trace Attitude sitting in for Steve Morrie. Well, I say sitting, kind of squatting. And that one's gone foul. Trace just snatching at the first pitch there. Possibly should have left it alone. Typically... Oh, and that's not gone well either. And Trace is retired and the side's out. Well, not a dramatic... it's not very good, is it? Here's Everett Farmer. Is he a farmer? I don't know, but his name is Everett. And at some point he's decided that Farmer is the surname that he wants. That one's gone out, direct to failure, and that's out. Here's the pitcher, Chet Vacant. He looks mighty confident for a pitcher, but we'll see if we can't dispatch him in short order. And that one's gone to Cindy. She throws first, and that's an out. Well, it's been very efficient here for the Bulldozer Power defence so far. They're doing a solidly good job. Here's Jackson Real. Looks pretty real. What's his batting like? See, if you timed that commentary better, we could have, something could have come out of that, but never mind. There's strike 1. That one's inside a bit, but he's gone for it anyway. Strike 2. Clown. And we'll treat him to a change-up to finish off. He's popped it into the sky, but it's gone wide of the foul line. That's gone foul. Quite deep, but foul nonetheless. And... come on, Fuegas, get it done. No, he's done enough on that one. That's going to be a double base hit. Either of you, doesn't matter which. Just chuck it a second. There you go. So Fuegas there, not quite managing to dispatch every batter first time out, but his tooth's majestic. Managed to get a hit first time at his first at bat. First this, and then the other. Gone to Fuegas. Fuegas throws to first, and that's the side of top. Good work. Well, no damage done. They got a hit, but we'll allow it. Hits are fine, runs are not. Well, it's Tintin Hollywood, who has already acquitted himself well with a rather marvellous diving catch today. What's he feel like batting-wise? Feels like leaving that one alone. Okay. And this one? No, he doesn't like the looks of that one either. And this one? That was probably a strike. It was a strike. Okay. Whoa! Swung at that one a bit late. Come on, Tintin. All right, foul ball. That's a connection at least. Tintin striking out on what was clearly an inside thrown ball. And that brings up Fuegas, whose mood's improved a little. Oh! Nutmegs the pitcher, and that will get him to first base. And that is his first on-base hit this season. which has improved his mood even further, and maybe we'll see some actual pitching action from him later in this game. Cindy now back up for her second spin. Won't tell you what she did first time round, you should have been paying attention. This time, however, she's going to get both herself and Fuegas out on a double play. And that's the end of the inning. Well, we're fair rattling through this now as we head into the fourth inning, and it's Chas Contraband up for his second swing. He swung a bit the first time round, but it didn't end well for him. Strike one, Fuegas there with a strike, which is a good pitch. And that one's gone foul, which is another strike, which is a good pitch. And a foul, which it's an okay pitch when he's already got 2 strikes. Come on, man, finish him off. That one's up. Tintin is underneath it and signalling, and get off my field. First out, Steggonauts up next. No, he's doing some kind of bat preparation business there. I don't know, I couldn't tell you what that was in aid of. Let's see if it does him any favours. Well, there's gone a Shamrock. Who's going to chuck that one to first? And that's out. Once again, the efficiency of the BP, as some people call it, the BP defence there is almighty. That one has gone to Bam Bam, who, if she's quick, she wasn't. But hey, a dive by Bam Bam actually connecting with something, that in itself is fairly unusual. Is Brad Adidas again, and it's got quite an aggressive diagonal stance going on. For those of you with a stance projector, a protractor, I should say. Chuck that to there, that's it, good, side out. And that's the Steggonauts retired there, having racked up 3 hits in 4 innings. They don't look that good. Then again, we've racked up 3 hits in 3 innings, and unless we get another couple here, oh my giddy aunt. Well, there's bingo there. Completely useless. Very poor judgment and a very poor result as a result of that poor judgment. We desperately need someone to start making some magic here, and Bam Bam may be the player to do it. Ooh, that felt almost like my favourite play of the entire game, but it wasn't. You all know which play that is, if you've paid any kind of attention at all. It's Shamrock Bubblejet, who's been a big disappointment this season. Sure what? Average. That's not a number. Is pretty good. Oh, he's got on base this time. Right, well, okay, maybe I'll allow it. His numbers are quite nice. Batting average, that's what they call it, batting average. It's Veronica Hammock. Her name is Veronica. Stop getting it confused with other names. Her name's Veronica. Maybe she's got a twin sister. Does her twin sister have tiny little feet? Well, possibly. Oh, flipping out, that means that tweet that I did earlier in the week, I've got the wrong name. Oh, crumbs. Anyway, well, she smacked that one up the centre field, loaded up the bases. So everything is looking pretty groovy right about now. And it falls to Ulysses Failure, who is here in this part of the lineup for precisely this reason. Ball 1. Is he going to execute? Well, he's done good enough there. We shouldn't lose anything. No, nothing lost, and that's a run in. Batted right there. Is Trace Attitude, and the pressure is mounting as she has an opportunity here to extend our lead. She's popped that one up, though. That's not going to extend anything. No, the only thing that's going to extend is, well, nothing. It's not going to. It's very unlikely to extend her contract. Here's Tintin Hollywood. Nothing doing from his first at bat. What's he got up his sleeve? He's got some kind of orange jersey on. Oh, good. What's he got at the end of his sleeve? His hands gripping a bat, and that bat is made of destiny. Nope. That bat is made of arse. So Tintin's out, and that's the end of the inning there. But we did get a run and a couple more hits. Maybe Bulldozer Power warming up a little bit, but we'll just have to wait and see. Here's Fuegas on the mound. Strike one. Ooh. He actually swung and missed. Love it when they do that. Love it when they swing and miss. Less keen when I do it, though. That one's gone to Bam Bam. She's got that. She's going to throw it first. And that's out number 1.
Now
Well, I don't know whether
batting,
Fuegus is having a positive impact on the
center
team or not, but the team seem to be responding to something. Maybe the illicit performance-enhancing drugs we fed them before the game. But you can't rule anything in or out. But that was not a ball. That was a flipping strike, Gov. Get your hands off your hips and get your guide dog out to measure whether these are in the strike zone or not. Strike 2? Haven't I done that one already? All right, I guess not. Well, Fuegus is throwing them. The umpire is, I don't know what sort of count he's got going. It's Fuegus with a strikeout. Boom shakalaka. Is Chet vacant? Are they going to sub him? Apparently not. Okay, well, they're sticking with their pitcher. I think the pitcher got a hit first time round. But this time round, no, he did exactly the same thing first time round. He hit it straight at Cindy, who chucked him out. Well, there you go. That's the end of their 5th inning now. Our turn. Here's Fuegus. Got on base for the first time last season with his first at-bat. The big hair there coming true. He's obviously been taking styling tips from Tintin Hollywood. That was strike 1, apparently. All right, well, he's not going to hang around. He's going to get out. But, let's keep this thing moving along. Here's Cindy. She's 1 of 2 today. Apparently that's a strike. This umpire is gradually becoming more and more biased as the game continues. And at some point I will lodge an official complaint. Anyway, Cindy doesn't care. She gets on base. Good stuff. That will bring up Bingo Hazmat, who's, his styling's not quite that of flinging Fuegus. He aspires to it, but he's got himself a choppy bob going on at the moment. And he doesn't quite make it. Gets himself and the team out there. Tintin having a... No, that's not Tintin. That's Bingo. Bingo having a particularly awful game at the moment. I mean, we're in the lead, and defensively we're playing all right, but our offense just has not shown up. I mean, they've shown up kind of, physically, but spiritually they're all over the shop. Here's Toots Majestic. He's managed to get on base once today, which is more than can be said for most of the team. Suckered, and that's a strike 1. He less suckered on that one. No, let's try him on a quick one. And that one's got a Cindy, who is earning her money in that second base position. Obviously, when the ball's outbound between Cindy and Bam Bam, they kind of split the second base role. That's what you want your shortstop for. That's what they do. That's why they're on the field in the first place. Let's chuck this one right up the middle and see what happens. I guess hit foul. That's what happens. Nothing. Yeah, I knew that. That's good. Right, come on. Strike 2. Fuegus here for the end of inning celebration. No. We didn't even dive Bam Bam that time because, I mean, her hit rate there is pretty pitiful. Arguably, it'd be worth moving, 5-6 feet further down the line toward third base, and maybe she'll be able to do something. Here's Steggerson again, who's got tiny little legs, and that's the side retired. Well, it's a low-scoring affair, which is unusual for Bulldozer Power, who've been involved in some monstrously high-scoring games this season. But you know what? A win is a win if they get it. And that's the bit that we're after. Anyway, Bam Bam gets on base. Hooray! Finally, thank you. Here's Shamrock, 1 of 2 so far today. Let's see what he's got up his nostrils. Not that has any bearing on his capability of hitting. That one's quite nice. And he gets a double base hit. 2 base, 1 hit. Famous video, that one. And here's Veronica Hammock. She's up and crispy. That's good as well. And that'll be good for a couple of runs batted in as Veronica rounds first, headed for second. And Bulldozer Power doubling their lead immediately in 1 inning. Excellent stuff. Look, I'm putting on the gosh, isn't that exciting voice. I mean, whether it's warranted or not is neither here nor there. But, finally, the game is perking up a bit. That's not so good, though, is it? No, Failure's going to be in. They made a dubious decision to throw to third, but Veronica had already got there. Is Trace attitude? She appears to have some kind of bin bag on her arm. I would imagine it's an organic bag. That was in no way a strike. Flipping umpire and flipping can't measure whether something's in or not. Doesn't really matter. We got a base hit off that. But good job, Trace. Well done. It's not easy coming in off the bench, being the second string player in a position. That's never easy. But she came in and she got the job done. Tintin Hollywood, meanwhile, he's a starter allegedly, and he needs to start hitting the flipping ball where it's supposed to go, because so far today he hasn't done that. That was not a strike. You've got to be kidding me. Well, okay, they're not kidding me. Anyway, here's Fuegas. No, not a strike. And Fuegas gets on base again for the second time today, and that's also the second time this season. Good job flinging Fuegas. And here comes Cindy Vapid. She's 2 or 3 today, including that debut home run. Never mind. No, there's precious little commentary required off that. Cindy, ill-advised, shooting at a poor target and getting herself out as a result. 7th inning now, and it's Mandy Starlin, like Uncle Joe. Oh yeah. He's very nice to his mother. There you go, and well, Starlin's out. Very good, and yes, it's Brad Adidas up next. Okay, Colin Brad, what's it going to be? Into the crowd, Gov. Oh, okay, into the crowd. So it's a cunning scheme, that one. It's the last thing they'll expect. So there's strike 2. So let's try him on one of these and see if it catches him out. It does. And you're out at the plate. Fuegas points to himself with his thumb going, I'm the big dog. You're going to go, well, today, yes, you are. Historically this season, however, you've not been the big dog at all. You've been more of a chihuahua. Ball 1. No, I think you'll find that was right in the corner of the strike zone. This ump sucks. If I could figure out how to chuck it directly at the umpire, I would do. We'd put all the mustard on it. Now, see that? Yeah, okay, he let that sinker through, but he had to, because he got... Oh, nice strikeout there from Fuegas, who justifiably has a big smile on his face. And he's going to go sit down, having achieved the achievable. Here's Bingo Hazmat. Desperately needs some kind of motoring under his plate today, because he hasn't had any motoring at all. He's been cycling as far as his... Oh, dear me. Swings at a high one. That's going to be caught by one of 2 players. Could be both. They might share it, because it was that easy. Here's Bam Bam. On base twice in the game. Oh, that's that one missed a bit. Even the umpire couldn't call that one a legit safe. Bam Bam hitting it just inside the line, still managing to get on base. Here's Shamrock. What's it going to be? It's going to be one of those. Whacked it out to left field again. Shamrock on base. Bam Bam advances to second. Here comes Veronica. And Chet Vacan's going to go sit down. And they're bringing in Cowie Sierra. And meanwhile, Bob Roquefort is also going to go sit down. And it's Coco Catcher coming on in his place. Well, it's a weird pitching style. But it's obviously done enough to get the side out. Good job, Veronica. Well done. Should have just left that one, you know. I know it was probably going to be a strike, but... You know, we've got to tire these pitchers out a little bit. Maybe if I throw the ball at him. Well, I am planning to sit Fuegas pretty soon. I mean, he's got plenty of energy still in him, but I'm quite happy for him to go sit down. Actually, it might... Tintin there, late dive, but optimistic on maybe he could get something out of that. Didn't. There's strike 2, which puts them in a right position for one of these. It's popped up into the sky. Anybody coming for it? And Bingo Hazmat has the catch.
Now batting, number 35, the catcher.
Well, Coco Catcher, first at bat. He's wearing quite a lot of pads. Can't help but think that it might affect his mobility a little bit. Or can't help but hope that it might affect his mobility a little bit. Let's see. That's a foul, which is as good as you need. And bam, bam. Oh, she gets to the ball. Throws to first. Throws to the dugout. And that's... What's that? Was that... I mean, that should be an automatic home run, right? She's thrown it into the dugout. Or what did it count as? No, apparently an automatic double. Interesting. A rule I was unfamiliar with. I don't even know if it's a legit rule or whether that's just a thing that happened. Anyway, that's out number 2. I don't even know who that was. They weren't around long enough for me to register the name. It's Toots Majestic. And is he go? Is he going to toot Majestic here? Or is he going to toot in a different way? Apparently that was a ball. Don't believe everything you read in the papers. That one was a ball. But you can't believe everything you read. That's a ball. But he's gone for it anyway, and he's going to pay the price as a result by being out. Bingo there, making a catch, and the side's retired. Only 4 hits so far for the Steggonauts. Well, they suck, don't they? But we knew that coming in. They're pretty poor this season. It's failure. He's had 2 hits so far today, and that's certainly respectable. I don't know what you're doing swinging at that, man. Come on. I mean, I know we've got this game mostly under control, but even so, let's not give it away cheaply. Here's Trace, 1 of 3 with today's performance. You could call that a strike. I've no idea. Anyway, Trace just gets this one over and done with, and she's out. Yeah, no, this Sierra character's throwing the ball in the most unconventional fashion, and so far Bulldozer Power have not really got a handle on what's going on. Oh, okay, Tintin seems to have some kind of a read of it, though, as he gets onto base for the first time today. Yeah, you lose some mojo there, son. That brings up Fuegas. Should we let him bat? Nah, let's take him out. He gets to pitch. He doesn't need to bat. And also, he might get hit by the ball, right? And that's not good. So, who's up in the rotation? Who have we played recently? We haven't had Bernard Dunk.
Now batting,
right.
26.
It's Big Bernard, ready to dunk. And he does. No warm-up required for Bernie Dunk there, who slaps a home run straight over the left field fence. And that's 2 runs batted in right there. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. Throwing it at the camera. Going, name's Bernard Dunk. I've been on the bench all season. What you going to do? Cindy's going to get out. I don't know what everybody else has got planned, but Cindy's had enough. Right, Bernard's going down. We're going to bring in the cattle prod. Yeah, I know he's not a relief pitcher. He's a closing pitcher. But we've only got 1 innings left to go. We might as well stick him in.
Now batting.
Right, cattle prod. What's he going to do? Where's it going to be? How's he going to throw it? He's going to got nice, tasty first pitch there, and second pitch not tasty. However, it's gone to Bam Bam, and she's got it, and she's thrown first. And as every other time so far this season, apart from when she threw it into the dugout for some reason, she's got that one out. Here's Steggerson. He's, arguably the team captain, but he's 0 for 3 today. He will be hoping to salvage something from the game, even if it's just a hit. There's strike 2. What's it going to be, Steggerson? Going to go for this one? He is. It's gone long. Failures in the vicinity, and has it. 0 for 4 there for Stegs, and he's going to be, well, I'd say he was disappointed, but rarely is Stegs disappointed by everything. He's got a sunny demeanour, that boy. And that's the ball game. Everybody's out. Yeah, get your stuff, go home. It's all over. Yeah, we did this one pretty quick, didn't we? Yeah, that's it. That's dealt with it. Bulldozer Power. The streak continues. Don't even need to show up for the 9th inning because they already got it done. And there's some numbers. Nice. Yeah, well, both substitutes playing a blinder. Oscar giving away nothing. Dunk one swing at the first pitch and a home run. I'd give him a bonus for that. You know, I would. Anyway, Fuegas gets the win, which is jolly good, and Cattle Prod doesn't get anything at all. He doesn't deserve it. Fuegas there is the star player of the day, and that's going to improve his mood, isn't it? Bernard Dunk there with the second star of the day, and Veronica Hammock gets number 3. Well, we're into the short and exciting period of the season now, and let's simulate these 4 games that we are behind the curve of. It is the Golden Egos versus Cheerio Inc. And the Eagles are in the lead and take the win. Cheerio Inc. falling to their first defeat of the season. The Nomads 7-9ers goes in the direction of the Nomads. Here's the Kings taking on Colonel School, and Colonel School get that job done. Pirates versus Failure Grad. It's a close one. Failure Grad edging that 5-4. And in the standings now, Cheerio Inc. 14-1. Goodness me. I don't know whether they're playing backups or what, but they just stunk up their first game this year. Oh, dearie me. Bulldozer Power now 8-6, tying them with Duck Force, who are the second place team in the smoothing division. The good news, though, is that Bulldozer Power do have a plus 48 run difference, which puts them firmly in second place in terms of run difference in the entire league. Yeah, I couldn't think of a more appropriate word, so that's the one we'll go with. It's possibly because it is the appropriate word. Anyway, in the smoothing division, FC Failure Grad lead the way at the moment, but they have not yet guaranteed post-season play for themselves. They can still be caught. The Hong Kong Kings 7-8, a losing record, but still on top, while in the bombastic it's the Nomads on 11-4, who are showing you how it's done in their classroom. So, what have we got left to go? Well, it's the Bumson Hospital next, who are playing for, well, they have a 4-10 record. And, we're gonna kick out with Ominous Bob to do some pitching action. And hopefully it will all go in the direction of Bulldozer Power. I've been Colonel Failure. Thank you very much for watching. We're into the closing gasp of this season. Do gasps close? Well, if they did, we'd be into it. And I invite you to tune in next week to find out what happens in game 15 of 18. Okay, we're getting closer to the closing gasp. I misread it as 16 earlier on, but no, it's 18. Okay, 18 games in this season. 18, and then postseason. Could happen. Anything. You know it, and I do too. Thanks for watching. Cheerio. Well, it's not often you land a home run on the first pitch of the game now, is it? No, it isn't. And we came very close to lamping the opposing pitcher there as well, which is my favourite thing that ever happens at any point ever, almost in anything. But we didn't. No, not this time. Pretty shocking bit of game for some of the players on the team there, but overall, another fine result. Anyway, not many more games left to go, and I'm endeavouring strongly to make this match up with the tail end of the outro music for once.